Snow and rain are vital for life in the mountains, but they can put a damper on a hike that you've planned otherwise carefully. Thankfully, the rain stayed away for the most part, but we could see that our summit destination was probably under some snow. But first we had to get there, walking past some interesting wild orchids, crossing 2 O'Clock Creek on some wobbly logs, and making our way up a long and steep ridge. There were 3 flowered avens on the way up, as well as a lot of Jacob's Ladder. The name 2 O'Clock comes from the way alpine creeks rise in the afternoon as the sun melts the snow on the higher slopes. At first the wind was up and the sun was shining, so I needed my brimmed hat for protection. But soon some weather did move in, and we had to put our hoods up to stay dry. A very interesting atmospheric in the view here. Looks like there's a hole in the clouds. Thankfully the weather moved along, and soon the sun was shining again, but it didn't seem to get much warmer as we climbed, so we stayed bundled up. What stayed the same was the angle of the trail, steady and steep. Nearing the top of the ridge, the gradient leveled out somewhat, and the views really opened up. Although there were parts of the ridge where the snow was gone, the higher we went, the more snow we encountered, including this major drift below the true summit. The summit was just ahead on the right, but the views of the Rockies and the North Saskatchewan River were irresistible. The snow wasn't actually very deep, so in doing my victory wave, I was more worried about the weather than the terrain. We were glad the dark clouds over the Rockies to the west stayed there, letting us enjoy the sunshine up here. We took a few steps past the summit to see what the nearby mountains and other valleys looked like, but all those were still an enormous winter wonderland. Soon we were retracing our steps over the snow and heading back down the ridge. But we always find time to take pictures of the local cuties. Here's our audition tape for the Rocky Mountain Ballet Company. They haven't called us back yet. The gradient was excellent for making a speedy return, and it got warmer and warmer the further we descended. We ended the hike with calypso orchids and dwarf fireweed near the creek.